All right, so we are going to start this. And so I'm going to basically do the 3 examples we did not do today in class that we didn't have time for. And so if you watched the video that was already on the classroom from yesterday, then you already saw these 3 examples. So you can move along to the applications video. This is just duplicating what I didn't finish so those kids don't have to go through and watch the entire video. Okay, so I first would like you to try this one, but let's put it over 1. So I would like you to pause right now. Pause. All right, you should have worked this. So you should know y can't equal 2. And my LCM is going to be 6 parentheses y minus 2. So I'd have 6 parentheses y minus 2, 6 parentheses y minus 2, 6 parentheses y minus 2. So when I start canceling this stuff, y minus 2's cancel and I get 30. Nothing cancels here, so that's going to be 12 times y is 12y. 12 times a negative 2 is a negative 24. My 6 cancels, and I get 17y minus 34. So I'm going to move my y's together on this side by minusing 5y. I'm going to add 34, so I get 64 minus 24 is 40. Divide by 5, and my answer is 8, which is not one of my excluded, so that's my answer. Okay, number 6. Before you guys pause and do this, I just want to remind you, I would always factor first. So x plus 4 and x minus 2, because the p, it's p's, I said x, but I'm not going to restart it for that. Those are the same, and these are the same. So when I write my LCM is just going to be p minus 2 and p plus 4. Okay, but it also means that p can't be 2 and it can't be a negative 4. So I'm going to times by p plus 4 and p minus 2. Times by p plus 4 and p minus 2. Times by p plus 4 and p minus 2. So when I do that, the p minus 2's cancel. So I get p plus 4. And then everything cancels. So I get 2p plus 1. And then the p plus 4 cancels. So I get plus 2p minus 4. So I'm going to put all my p's on the right side. So that's 4p on the right. And I minus a p. So that's 3p. And that would be a negative 3 on the right. And if I add a negative 3, so that's basically going to be 7. Divide by 3, and my answer is 7/3, which is not one of my excluded values. So that's my answer. All right. So here's example 7. Again, I know that x cannot equal 2. And I know that my LCM is going to be 12 parentheses x minus 2. So then I would multiply by 12 parentheses x minus 2, 12 parentheses x minus 2, 12 parentheses x minus 2. The 3 cancels to be a 4, so that's going to be 4x squared minus 8x. The x minus 2 cancels, so I get a 12. And then the 4 cancels here. And I actually, this is my second time filming this because I did not do this side work and I messed up real bad. So I just started again. I would probably not try to do this in your head. That's what I just tried doing a minute ago. But aren't I multiplying right here? Aren't I multiplying all of that stuff together? And so I just brought it down because it's a lot of stuff and I just made a silly error. So I would just bring it down so you don't make silly errors. That's going to be minus 2x plus 1x minus 2. 2 times 1 is 2, not 3. That's what threw me off. And so now I times it by 3. So I'd get 3x squared minus 1x, but I'm timesing it by 3. And then minus 6. So I'm going to have to move everything this way. Okay? So I end up getting x squared, add the 3x, so it's going to be minus 5x. Add the 6, so it's going to be minus 6. So factors of 6 that subtract to 5 would be x minus 6 and x plus 1. You have to do those. Okay, so that means that that's what's less than 0. So one of my answers is 6 and one of my answers is a negative 1. So we need to discuss this because I have 6 and I have a negative 1 and I have open circles. So basically, I'm going to just kind of do this. It's either going to be shaded here or it's going to be shaded here. And what I need to do is figure out which one. So what I like to do is I like to pick a number that's easy, like 0, because if I come back up here, I'm going to erase all this crap. And if I put 0 back into my original problem and it works, then that means that I'm going to shade on the inside. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to shade on the outsides, because these answers are either towards each other or away. So if I put 0 in, the first thing, if I put 0 in there, then I would get a 0 minus, if I put 0 in here, it would be minus 1/2 is less than, if I put 0 in here, 1/4. Is a negative 1/2 less than 1/4? Yes, it is. So I'm going to shade in here. And I figured that out by picking 0. The issue is, let's go back up here. It can't be 2. And 2 is inside my area. Two is inside my area. So what I'm going to write as my final answer, so I have to actually write what I have graphed here. I'm going to say x is bigger than a negative 1, but it's less than 6, where x cannot equal 2. So that is my answer. Okay. All right, so these were the examples we did not get to yesterday. So if you watched yesterday's video, you just really need to go watch the story problems now. It's going to be the same video that was in yesterday's. So good luck today. We are going to have a quiz over solving rationals tomorrow. So be ready for it.